I typically record these classes, and I then post them up onto Facebook, or Facebook. What am I talking about? But YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, and there's probably 15 or so 1-hour classes on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. It's just my channel's name is just simply Dan's Yoga. So if you're looking to supplement our weekly class here, then you're certainly more than invited. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and take a look at the offerings there. So I'm going to assume that most of you are just lying down right now. And if you're not, then I invite you to do so. So coming into a Shavasana, or corpse pose as it's referred to. And I know that sounds awfully negative or dark, but think of corpse, the idea of simply letting go of your day. Just letting go of your day. Just everything off of your mat, just for a moment, just metaphorically put it up on the shelf, and you can pick it all up when you get up off your mat at the end of the class. But for just right now, just put it aside. And when you're able to put aside your day, there is just you remaining. So just take a note, just take notice of your body for a moment. Just simply notice the state of your body. Feel the body that might be sore, or feeling exhilarated, feeling anxious, feeling like you're anticipating something, feeling tired, feeling frustrated. And these feelings and emotions just sort of percolate inside us. So again, just noticing, not judging, just noticing how that is feeling. Feel the heaviness of the body now as it's melting down onto the mat underneath you. And as you, again, feel the body and sense the sensations, let things get still. Let things just be quiet. And just notice the sounds in your space. Just be aware of the soundscape. So I don't know if you can hear the chirping of the birds here in my backyard. You may hear that. You may also hear, though, the sounds in your home, in your space, wherever you might be. So just becoming aware of the sounds. And then guiding our awareness to the only thing that's kind of moving in us, and that's our breath. So just simply becoming aware of our body breathing. So breathing in and out through the nose in this practice. Feeling the cool air from the environment being pulled in through the nostrils. Maybe feeling the silkiness of the breath as it slides down into the chest, and even feeling in the belly. And then noticing the exhalation, just noticing how the breath leaves the body. Again, feeling the movement in the throat, in the nostrils, and right out of the tip of the nose. And next time you breathe in, consciously try to feel your body maybe expand and to lengthen. Breathing in and a lengthening of the spine. And then on the exhale, just a softening, and yet more letting go. And then next time you breathe in, think of the torso expanding in 360 degrees. So expanding outwardly. So rather than the lengthening, think of the expansion from the center outward as you breathe in. So next time you breathe in, Breathe in to puff up the front side of the body. And soften on the exhale. And on this next inhale, inhale to the back body. And soften on the exhale. On this next breath in, breathe out through the sides, through the rib cage. And soften on the exhale. Breathing again into the front body. Breathe in. And breathe out and soften. Start to find some sound with this breath. So a slight constriction in this breath. Start to sound the breath as like the waves in the ocean. So a more deeper breath now. A more richer and fuller breath. So we're going to breathe into the count of 5. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And now exhale to 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Breathing into 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And breathing out to 5, to 4, to 3, to 2, to 1. Breathing into 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And breathing out to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big breath in through your nose. Inhale. Open your mouth and sigh out the mouth. Another big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Find your natural breath. Slide your legs together. Reach the arms up over your head and give yourself a big, big stretch. Point your toes. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat. And now exhale, just soften. Slide those knees up towards your chest. Grab a hold of the shins. Give yourself a little hug. And then let the feet land back on the mat. We're going to take our right arm over our head. We're going to roll over onto the right side. Just pausing for a breath. And then push ourselves up into a sitting position, cross-legged, facing the front of the mat. So in whatever easy cross-legged position you can find here, just adjusting the body so our shoulders are over our heart and our heart over the pelvis. I find most of us really benefit from something just underneath the butt. So whether you roll up a little bit of your mat or you use a yoga block like I am or a blanket, just to get your hips up just a little bit, particularly the gentlemen out there. Our hips aren't as open as most of the women friends. It just allows us to get open. Just allow the hands again to rest on the thighs. And I'm just going to have you just to gently turn your head now and look to the right. And then bring your head back to center. And then look to the left. Now in yoga, we want to move with our breath. So let's inhale now and bring our face back to center. Inhale. And then as you exhale, take a peek over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And this time, exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, let's come back to center. And this time, exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, bring your face back up. And exhale, just gently lift your chin up just a little bit. Take it easy on yourself. And let's come on back to center. Reach your arms out in front of you, palms facing one another. Now just imagine that you are grabbing something. So we're just going to stretch our fingers wide and like you're reaching and clutching a sponge ball or something to that effect. Just reach and grab that sponge ball, stretching your fingers wide and getting into the webbing of the finger. All right, let's just do some circles with our wrists. Now we're going to change the direction of those circles. Keeping those arms out. We're going to flick now. So flick your fingers out like you're flicking water off your hands after you've washed them. Flick, flick, flick. Nice. All right. Let's take our right hand behind us. Bring your left hand over to the outside of that right knee or thigh, pushing into the right hand. You're creating length. Inhale. And then as you exhale, turn your belly to the right. Bring the chest to the right. See if you can now turn the shoulders to the right and just hold. Breathe in again, find length in the twist. And then exhale, just twist a little more. Gently release the twist. Let's set up on the other side. So just left hand behind, right hand to the outside of the left knee or thigh. Begin with an inhale. Find some length, expansion through the spine. And then exhale, just gently twist through the belly, the chest, and once again the shoulders. Gently turn your head. Take another breath in with a twist. And exhale, see where you can go. Come on back to center. Take our arms up over our head, palms facing one another. Soften through the shoulders. Maybe find it just slight drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. See if you can engage the ribs in the back body, finding some length perhaps. Now let the right hand come down along right side body on your fingertips. Take a breath in. And then we're going to walk the right fingertips away as we start to lean to the right, ensuring that that left hip stays rooted into the earth. Let's use an inhale. We're just going to come all the way back up, and we're going to set up on the other side. So left fingers come to the sides, right arm extends over the head, and then you're just going to start walking those left fingertips away from your hip as you find a deeper and deeper stretch. Ensuring again, right hip, that right sits bone stays on the mat. Let's go back to the right side. So just inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, we lean to the right. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, we'll move over to the left. One more time on each side. Inhale, up you come. And exhale, over to the right. Inhale, up we come. Exhale, over to the left. So our yoga practice is really a physical meditation, really just sensing everything that we're doing. Come on back up. We're going to bring our hands to our heart. Hands to the knees. I'm going to start to move in a small circle, imagining that our spine is like a long spoon and the pelvis is that bowl that we're now stirring. So again, I encourage you to take the class at your own pace. Know that you can modify or change any pose I might suggest. You just want to make it right for you. So if something isn't feeling right, well, adjust yourself. Let's change direction. So whenever you are, just gently stop and then just reverse the direction. And then just simply notice how it feels going in the other direction. We stay balanced in our practice to stay balanced in our life. And it's just interesting knowing how sometimes, and most of the time that is, one side of the body, one way of doing a pose is just going to have different sensations than the other way. Change your direction again. Notice your breath as you move. Is that half that circle the inhale and the other half the exhale? Are you breathing in as you move towards the back, or are you breathing out as you move to the back? And then which way are you breathing as you come forward? Last time around. All right. Let's uncross the legs. So with the feet flat on the floor, knees slightly bent, hands behind you, we're just going to drop the knees to the left. Maybe take a peek over to the right. And then we'll bring the knees up. And we're going to drop the knees to the right and maybe look left. So bring the knees up, there's your inhale. And bring the knees to the left, there's your exhale. Moving with your breath, you breathe in to bring the knees up and lower them down as you breathe out. Come on up. Come on down. One more time on each side. Notice what the thoughts in the mind, the quality of your thoughts here. Notice the richness of your breath. All right, let's extend our right leg out towards the top right-hand corner of our mat. We're going to bring our left foot to the inner thigh of that right leg. So turn to face your body towards that right leg. Let's just reach our arms up, drop your shoulders down, and then exhale, just slowly fold over that right leg. Now bring your hands along the ground and inhale, come back to sit up high. Bring the arms all the way up as you breathe in. And then exhale, fold over the right leg. So we're just going to flow with our breath here again. So we breathe in, come back up, all the way up, arms reach up, heart lifts, and exhale, we fold over the right leg. 2 more, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Come to sit up. Take your left hand behind you. Bring the right hand to the left side body. Come to stand on the left knee. Lift the right leg up, toe on the ground. Take your right hand up and over your head. Feel good. Lift your heart, lift your heart, lift your hips. And exhale, release, come on back in. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So the left leg is going to extend, kind of like out towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. Right foot rests along the inner seam of the left leg. Turn and shift your body so you're looking over that left foot. Let's breathe in, reach up. And then exhale, lead with your heart, reach your hands past your foot, and then just let them land on the ground beside your leg. Slide your hands towards your body as you breathe in and stack your vertebrae, arms come up, all in that big breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands alongside legs, reach them up, lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold. 3 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. See where you are with this pose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, just come to sit up. We're going to bring our right hand behind us. Left hand comes to the right side body. And from here, push to that right hand and come up onto that right knee. Extend the left leg long. Keep your toe on the ground. And lift the left arm up and over your head. Smile. You look great. Feel good. And then with control, slowly We're going to lower ourselves back down onto the mat. Really nice. All right. Let's bring our hands again behind us with the knees bent. We're going to go into reverse table. So fingers are going to point back towards your hips. Keep your arms straight and strong, soft bend in the elbows. And then on an inhale, we're just going to push into our hands and start lifting our hips. Try to lift your hips high. Try to look up. Visualize a long line from your knees to your shoulders. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, let's lift up again. Now this time as you exhale, see if you can straighten your legs and hover your butt above your seat. And then inhale, let's go back up. And exhale, hover your butt between your wrists. 2 more times, okay? Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, come up. And exhale, just come to sitting on your butt. Nice. Give those wrists a little turn, a little flick. And let's make our way over onto our hands and knees. So tabletop position. A few rounds of cat and cow again. Let's just move slowly though, slowly. So the heels of your hands under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, thumbs are pointing almost to one another. Spine is long, chin away from the chest. So establish that. Levitate your belly up towards your spine. Visualize your back is long and straight. Take a breath in through the nose. Now exhale with chin to chest first, belly to spine. Now round the back, tuck the tail down. As you breathe in, you're going to let your belly fall to the floor, carving your chin up to the sky. Shoulders pull back as heart reaches through. Exhale, finding cat, moving slowly. Inhaling to cow. 2 more breaths. Exhale, cat. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, now turn your hand so your fingers are pointing to the sides of the mat. So we're going to turn a 90 degrees with our fingers. So they're pointing to the side. And all I'm going to have you do is just make little circles here with your body. So pull your body forward to say towards the right wrist as an example, and then move over to the left. So again, we're really treating our body gently here. Just offering a very gentle little stretch to the wrist area. Change directions with the circle. Okay, let's come back to sitting on our heels. Let's curl your toes under. And then we're going to come to standing on our heels. And again, just reach down and invite all those little toes under there. And once again, we'll bring our arms forward, palms facing one another. And we're going to stretch again those fingers. So breathe in to stretch, breathe out to soften. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, soften. Stretching, inhale. Softening, exhale. Stretching and softening. Let's shake our hands. Shake your hands. Just move them around. Again, our technology is just disastrous for parts of our body, and using keyboards and mice and touch screens and all that. Lots of hand activity, but lots of people suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome and that kind of stuff. So we want to keep things moving around as best we can. All right, let's come back down, hands and knees. We're going to do thread the needle. So we're going to take our right hand underneath the face, push down into that right hand. Inhale, reach your left arm straight up into the sky. Twist your upper torso, stack your left shoulder on top of the right. Inhale, reach up here. And then exhale, we're going to slide that left hand under the right arm and reach over to the right side of the mat as far as we can to rest our left shoulder down onto the mat. Now, once you feel stable, there's a couple options with that right arm. Firstly, you could just leave it where it is. You may want to reach out further towards the top of the mat. Another lovely option is to bend the elbow and bring the hand behind the back, where you rest the back of the hand above the tailbone, just in the small of the back there. So we're breathing, we're pushing into that left shoulder, into the left side of the neck and the face. Let's bring that right hand back under the shoulder. Inhale, push into that right hand and release the left arm. Again, stretch it up. Just open yourself up. And then that left hand comes back down to the mat. We're going to place it where the right one is. On your next inhale, right arm is going to reach up. And on the exhale, right arm reaches under left, reaching for the left side of the mat. Slowly lowering that right shoulder down, bringing the right side face onto the mat. And again, once you find your stability, once the foundation has been established, feel free to use that left arm and put it where you want. It could be like you did on the other side, just leaving it where it was, reaching forward, bending the elbow, placing it in the small of the back. Checking in with yourself, just noticing. Often we do a pose and emotion shows up. Something just shows up because it's literally been reawakened in us. And sometimes we find, why are we resisting doing a pose? It's just a yoga pose. And you may notice, different things popping up. So yoga is such a reflection piece for us. Everything we do, we get feedback. And that is not only on the sensations we feel in our body, but it's the emotions that sort of wake up. All right, let's bring that left hand back underneath the shoulder. On an inhale, push into it, all the way up. And the left arm reaches up over the head, and we're going to return that back down to the mat. All right, we're going to lift just our knees up. Keep the tops of your feet pushing down onto the mat. Really engage your core. Keep the chin away from your chest, looking straight down, and then inhale. And then on the exhale, just let your knees hover just a couple of inches above the mat. Soft bend in the elbow. Push into your hands. Push into the pads of each and every finger. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently lower down. 1. All right, we're going to do that again. Ready? Breathe in. And exhale, push into the tops of your feet. Hover your knees. Knees return to the mat. We're going to walk our hands forward to come down onto the elbows, and then just drop your hips down to come lying onto your belly in Sphinx pose. Look straight ahead. Relax the shoulders again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Grow through the crown of the head. Melt your heart forward. Notice your spine. All right, bring your forehead down onto the mat and your hands under your shoulders to push yourself back up into hands and knees. And then walking the hands forward, coming down onto the elbows, this time into puppy pose. We're just going to drop our head down, melt our heart down, so long line of the spine, hips above the knees. Melt the shoulder blades towards one another. Relax through the belly. Engage through the thighs. Pushing into the hands. Look forward and walk your hands back towards your body. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk your dog out for a little bit here. Do some deep knee bends, straightening the other leg, pushing the heel to the mat. Drop your head between your shoulders. Look up to your hands and notice the wrinkles at the wrist are parallel to the top of the mat. Consciously push down through the thumb and the index finger. As you drop your head down, feel as though the upper bone muscles are lifting up. Lift your hips up a little higher and push your heels down a little lower. Inhale, look up past your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Take little wee steps and walk your feet up in between your hands. Finding a forward fold Uttanasana at the top of the mat. Leave your fingers on the earth, drop your head, bend your knees generously, let your belly rest right on your thighs. Gentle movement with the head, shaking yes and no. Reaching for opposite elbows with the hands, gazing between the knees, gently just allowing the body to sway. Lift all your toes up here. Root down through the four corners of your feet. Then let the toes just rest. So we want that rooted down and feeling through the feet. Release your elbows. Take an inhale, bring your hands up onto your shins. Straighten the arms as you flatten the back, shaping your body like a number 7. Chin away from chest. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Draw the belly up. Extend your tail back. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And exhale here, forward fold. Give up all that hard work. Let's do that again. Breathe in. As you do, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Invite something new into your life. And exhale, forward fold, release, let go, and let go of something in your life. Inhale, bring your arms forward and up, rising up to your greatness. Reach up, look up, stretch up, lift your heart, lift your chin, soften the shoulders, tuck your tail down, lift your toes up, let your toes rest. Invite the palms together with an exhale, gently slide your hands down to Anjali Mudra or heart center. Bow your head, look at your fingertips, feeling the beating of the heart under the thumb. Noticing again your breath, noticing again your body. Letting the arms come alongside body, soft bend in the knees, reach down to reach up, inhale. Bring the palms together, exhale to the heart, gathering energy. Let's do that again. Arms alongside the body, take a soft bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. As the hands come through heart center, pull the belly in, hinge at the waist, bend the knees, bring your fingertips down to the earth. Place your hands above your thighs. Inhale, this halfway lift. Squeeze the elbows towards one another. Bend the knees more generously, thinking about a flat spine, belly parallel to the floor. And exhale, forward fold, give up that work. Reverse swan dive your arms, reach them to the side, reach up and look up. Palms come together, exhale to the heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, spine is long. Belly pulls in. Exhale, fold. With your knees bent, bring both hands on the mat. Step the left foot way back. Step the right foot way back, high plank. Find your plank. Pull the belly in. Push the heels back. Broad through the shoulders. Arms are straight and strong. Chin away from chest. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank. Wave your body forward like a wave in the ocean. Inhale, downward facing dog. Pull the belly up to the spine. Push the heels down. Come forward, high plank. Everyone lower down to the knees. With your elbows pointing back and touching side body. Come down in a long line so your belly, your chest, your nose all touch the mat at the same time. With your hands under your shoulders, take an inhale. Engage your lower spine, lift your head and shoulders up, but no weight in your hands. Exhale, bring your nose back down. Like that again. Inhale, push down through the tops of the feet, the pubic bone. Draw the hands back, elbows back. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, push yourself up onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Now bring your feet together. On an inhale, lift your right leg up nice and long. Push through the heel of the foot. Keep your hips square. Visualize that right leg is just an extension from the torso. Now bend your right knee. Lift and stack right hip on top of left. Try to open up through the hips. Take a peek under your right arm. See if that can help you twist to the right. Let's come back to center. Straighten that right leg. Bring that right knee up into your chest. Arch your back like a cat pose. Inhale, send the right leg long. Bring that right knee to the right elbow and tap it. Send that right leg long. Bring that right knee to the left elbow. Extend your legs straight and long to the left side of your mat. You're going to reach your left arm up and over. Falling star pose. Left hand down. Right leg reaches up, inhale. Right foot between the hands. Setting up for warrior one. Step the left foot in. Point your left toes to those top left-hand corner of the mat. With your spine long, look forward, and then scissor the thighs together with a flat back, come up. Reach your arms to the sky, and find warrior one. Bending into that right knee, bringing the knee over the ankle if it's available. Left leg stays strong and straight. Feel the outer edge of that left foot. You're pulling right hip back, bringing the left hip forward. Tail tucks under. Belly draws back and up to the spine. Heart lifts. Engage engage the ribs in the back body. Engage the ribs in the back body. Reaching up. We're going to take eagle arms. So we're going to bend our elbows. Fingers spread wide. Moving into eagle. I'm going to take the left arm under the right arm and twist tie those arms together. Now coming on to the ball of that left foot, we're going to try to step that left thigh over top of the right thigh, coming into eagle leg. So that left knee comes forward and up. And then we just simply cross over the leg. So that left toe can rest on the earth. You can bind the left toe behind that right calf. Practice now squaring your hips, keeping your spine long, so not leaning forward, keeping the elbows at shoulder height. Take another breath. And then keeping the arms like that, moving into toppling tree, we're going to uncross the legs and start to hinge forward. Feel free to release the bind in the arm. We're shaping our body like a big capital letter T here. Soft bend in the standing leg. Long spine, hips are square. Bring your hands to your heart and reach for the earth right beneath you. Lift the left leg up as high as you can. Walk your hands back towards the right ankle. Yoga splits. Grab that right ankle with one hand or even both hands. Bring your chin towards the right knee as you lift the left leg up as high as you can. Lift a little bit higher. And releasing the pose, bring the left foot down to meet the right foot. Take a moment to catch yourself. Halfway lift, hands on shins. Spine is long. And exhale, forward fold. Hands on the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Drop your head. Push your heels to the mat. Pushing down through the thumb and the index finger. Melting your heart down, melting your heels down, tipping your hips up. Now feet are going to come together. We're going to push into the right foot. On our next inhale, the left leg's going to lift up. Squaring the hips, pushing through the heel, finding the integrity in this pose. Now bend the left knee and lift and stack. Look under your left shoulder. Push your right heel towards the mat. Flex the toes of the right foot, of the left foot. Straighten the leg of that left leg. Turn the left toes down. Come forward to a high plank. Pull the belly up and in, round the back. Inhale, send your left leg high. Bring the left knee to the left elbow and tap. Inhale, left leg high. Left knee, right elbow, tap. Now extend that left leg to the right side of the mat. On an inhale, finding your shooting star, lifting your right hand, your heart, your hips as high as they'll go, and bringing that right hand back down. Inhale, left leg lifts up for that last time, and now step it through for warrior one. Right foot steps in just a little bit. Flat foot on the ground, square your hips to the front. Take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and then inhale, lift up. Pull the belly in, lift your heart, let the chin lift. Imagine squaring your hips to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Soften your shoulders, lunge deeper. Feel that breath coming up the front side of your body and exhaling down the back of the spine as you really root down with that back right heel. Let's bend our elbows. Spread the fingers wide, goddess arms. This time, eagle arms, right arm under left. And we're either going to just reach for opposite shoulders or we're going to bind the hands together. Turn the right foot so the heel is above the toe. Keep your left knee bent. When you're ready, step forward and step that right thigh over top of the left. As you sit your hips down, lift your elbows up. Squeezing to the midline of your body, so bringing all that energy into the center of the core, strengthen the core, squeeze here. Sit down a little bit lower. Then moving into our toppling tree variation, we're going to uncross that right leg. Send it towards the back of the mat as we start hinging now at the waist. Option to release the bind of the arm and simply reach towards the back of your mat, palms facing down. Capital letter T here. Hips are square, chin away from chest, looking straight down, thinking about length. Hands come to the heart, fingertips to the earth. So with your hips square, start lifting that right leg as high as it can. Bring your chin down towards that left knee. Maybe one of your hands can grab a hold of that left ankle. Maybe both of your hands can. Keep strong in the left leg. Lift that right leg a little bit higher. Carefully, slowly, we're going to release the right leg down to meet the right to the left. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull the belly up and in. And exhale, fold. We're going to ragdoll ourselves up to stand, so take your time, slowly breathing in, coming up, all the way up. Roll your shoulders up. Let them come back. Find Tadasana for a moment. So feet can be together, feet can be hip width apart. Palms face the front, shoulders come back. Again, belly controlled, heart lifts slightly, tail tucks down. Feel yourself rooted into the earth. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. Bring your hands onto your hips. Push down into your right foot and let that left knee lift up. And take that knee out to the side and then place the foot somewhere along the side of the leg. Now you may choose today to have it at your ankle. Maybe it's at the calf. Maybe it's up onto the thigh. And again, maybe it's up in the hip crease. Wherever you are today, when you find your balance, bring your hands to your heart. Press the palms together. Relax your shoulders. Feel again rooted into that right foot. Let the left knee just gently try to be opening. Keep your gaze fixed on one spot. Let's use our inhale and just let the arms float up the limbs of our tree here. Relax your shoulders. Keep the belly contained. Let your heart lift. We bring the palms together. Slide it down to the heart. Hands onto your hips. Guide that right knee forward. Lengthen the leg, and we're going to send that right foot on the mat, or left foot on the mat. Bring your weight over to the left side. Right leg lifts up. And take the right knee out. And once again, place the foot somewhere along the side of the leg. Whatever's best for you. Hands to heart center when you find your balance. Feel free to modify again this pose. Maybe again, reaching your arms up. Maybe in goddess arms. Maybe behind the back. Reverse namaste. Maybe just reaching up. Let a smile show up on your face. It's so wonderful. Hands come back down to the heart. That right knee comes forward. We're going to, again, lengthen the leg and place the foot on the mat. Let's flow. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, scoop your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come on down. Lengthen your spine, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step both feet back, high plank, breathe in. And on your exhale, lower down halfway or all the way with your knees or without. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up your right leg. And exhale, step your right foot up in between your hands. Drop your hips down, look forward, high in our lunge. Scissor the thighs together. When you're ready, arms reach forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, lunge, soften your shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach up. On your exhale, just drop your left heel down. Reach your left arm back, your right hand forward, warrior two. So a really wide stance. If we're to point our fingers down, we're going to be pointing towards our ankles here. Right knee never goes beyond right ankle. Left leg straight and strong, and that left foot kind of pointing right over to 9 o'clock. Turn your palms, thumbs are up. We're going to breathe in and reach. Place the right elbow onto that side. And take the left arm over your head, reaching for the top of the mat. Turn your gaze to look under the left bicep. Using the right elbow to pull that right side body underneath you. Breathing from the heel to the fingertips. Engaging the core, there's hardly any weight on that right elbow. And then just for a moment, we're going to release the right arm as well, framing our face and our biceps, using the strength of our core to hold us up. Now inhale, come on back up to warrior two. Hands on your hips. Turn your right toes to face the left side of your mat, setting up for a nice wide-legged forward fold here. With your hands on your hips, elbows squeezing together, belly pulls in. Send your hips back. Lengthen your spine and hinge forward with a flat back. Fingers come to the floor as you drop your head, gazing between the legs. drawing energy up the inner arches from the feet into the inner sides of the legs, tipping the sits bones up, letting the head come just a little bit lower. Breathing in and breathing out. Now walk your hands out from underneath you. We're going to bend the left knee as we bring our hands towards the left foot, straightening the right leg, lifting the right toes, looking towards the right foot. Now walk your hands to your right foot, bend the right knee, straighten your left leg, lift the right toes up. Come on back to center. Travel back to that left foot, right leg stays straight, lift the right toes, look to the right foot. And then travel again with the hands back to the right foot, straighten the left leg, lift the left toes. And come on back to center. Bring your hands onto your hips. Elbows point up, squeeze them together. Lengthen your spine, pull the belly in, and then inhale, come up with a flat back. Let's turn our left toes to the back of the mat. Bend into the left knee. Bring the knee over top of the ankle. Reach your right hand to the front of the mat. The left arm now reaches to the back of it. Arms are parallel to the earth. Looking over the left ring finger, the left hand. Inhale, lift up a little bit. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. Now place your left elbow onto the left thigh and reach your right arm up and over your head. Reach to the back of where the ceiling and the wall meet to the back of your room. Tuck your left side body underneath you. See if you can turn your heart up into that gorgeous sky tonight. One more breath. And then slowly make your way back up. Bring our hands to our hips. We're just simply going to heel toe our feet together to be in the front of the mat, to be in the middle of the mat and face forward. Let's step up to the top. Soft bend in the knees. Last flow here. Inhale, let's go up. And exhale, forward fold, down you go. Hands on shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Hands on the mat, step both feet back. High plank position. Elbows squeeze along body. Use your knees if you need to. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Feet come together. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Right foot steps through. Scissor the thighs together. High lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, sit your hips low. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straighten both legs. Turn your right palm to the sky. Inhale, modified peaceful warrior. Both legs straight. Reach straight up. Create long line up your right side body. And then keeping that right leg straight, come back to warrior two. Keep reaching forward, looking forward, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand comes down onto the leg, in front of or behind the leg. Left arm reaches up. Breathing in, breathing out. Look to your right foot, bend your right knee, bring both hands to the inside of the leg. Drop your left knee down, heel toe your right foot to the right edge of the mat. Turn your toes to 2 o'clock, your right thigh to 2 o'clock. Roll onto the pinky toe of the right foot. Look straight ahead. Keep your heart lifted. Walk your hands forward and come on down to your elbows as we visit lizard or gecko pose. Try to keep your hips square. Melt your hips down. Connect to your breath. Send your breath to where you're feeling this pose. Let the breath soften and relax the muscles. Two more breaths. You guys are doing great. Now look forward. You're just going to push into your hands, lift your body up, and then walk your hands forward. You're going to step that right leg back and then lift our hips, downward facing dog. We're going to do it on the other side. Sink your head, melt your heart, push your heels down, find a long spine, lift your hips up. Feet walk together. Push down through your right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And now step that left foot all the way through. High lunge, so square your hips. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Now straighten the left knee. Right hand on backside. Modified peaceful warrior. Think about creating length on the left side body. Expanding with the breath. Keeping that left leg straight. Bring your arms back to parallel to the earth. Reach forward. Right hand along right leg. Left arm reaches up. Trying to keep that left leg square. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last breath, guys. You can do this. Now look down to the earth. Bend your left knee. Let your hands land to the inside of the left foot. Come up onto your right toe. Drop your right knee down. Heel toe the left foot out to the left edge of your mat. Roll up onto the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Look straight ahead. Square your hips. Walk your hands forward onto the elbows if you can. Use a block or use a blanket if you can't get all the way down. Drop your head. Melt your hips to the ground. Keep your heart coming forward, keeping your spine long. Hands come onto the mat. We're going to push into those hands, straightening our arms, and then walking ourselves back. Bring that left knee back. We're just going to drop to our hips and roll over to lie on our back here. Come to lay on the back. Draw the knees into your chest and give yourself a nice hug. And releasing the knees, let the feet land on the earth. Touch your heels with your fingertips. Inhale, slowly lift your hips up, bridge pose. Exhale, lower your hips slowly down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, push into your feet, lift your hips a little higher this time. Chin comes to chest, knees away from body. Exhale, slowly lower down. Breathe in again, lift your hips. And exhale, slowly lower them down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees flop open like a book. Butterfly pose. Supta Konasana. So the soles of the feet are together. Knees flop open. Hands rest on your inner thighs. Connect again to the essence of your body. Connect into the breath. Breathe into the hips. Soften, soften. Take your hands to the outside of your thighs and then draw your knees, draw your legs together. Push into your feet, lift your hips just an inch and slide them over to the left edge. Lower them down there. Now lift your feet up off the ground. And now exhale with your knees bent. Draw the knees over to the right side of your body and let them land on the right side. Take your gaze and look over the left shoulder. Arms are out in a big T shape. That right hand might want to rest on those legs over on the right side. Just an option. Close your eyes. Feel where the breath is moving in you. Explore where the exhale goes. Turn your head to look up to the sky. Find your breath here. Breathe in. Let your knees float back up. Exhale. Put your feet on the ground. Push into those feet. Lift your hips. Slide them over to the right edge of your mat along the right side. Feet lift up off the ground. And then exhale. We're dropping the knees over to the left. And when they land, you can anchor them with that left hand. And then take your gaze over to the right hand. Looking to right side body. Connect to your breath. Connect to the sensations on the exhale. We're just breathing inside this posture. There's really no effort. Gravity's doing all the work of inviting the legs down. We're just giving our body permission by just breathing. Turn your head, look up to the sky. Find your breath. Inhale, let your legs float up. Reach between your knees. Grab a hold of the inside soles of your feet. Happy baby pose, knees deeply bent. Just gently rock from side to side, kicking your feet towards the sky. Keep the back of your head on the mat. Keep your spine long. And then whenever you're ready, just releasing the legs, extending them long, finding the corners of the mat with your heels, just letting the toes flop open. Lifting the hips just a fraction of an inch, and tuck your tailbone underneath you there. Push into the elbows and the back of the head, lifting your upper body, and let the shoulder blades slide underneath your heart. Take the chin just another little millimeter closer to your chest, a little bit more length in the back of the neck, and then take your hands out long away from your body, palms facing up. Take a long, slow breath in through your nose. And then exhale completely as you just collapse and fall into the mat, letting go of everything. So our practice is coming near to an end. It began in this pose called Shavasana, and it ends in the same pose, Shavasana. The corpse pose here again is referring to letting go. It's soon going to be time to let go of this practice. And it's soon going to be time to begin again. So many times through the day, we have an opportunity just to begin again. We don't have to carry the past with us. We can start out like it was fresh, like it was new. Give yourself permission just to be here for just a couple more moments. Being with the sensations that you're feeling. The breath is soft, but there is awareness of the breath. You may want to just stay here for the rest of this practice. Don't feel as though you need to get up. Well, we're going to start to move our body. So I invite those that want to move, just go ahead and move your body. Start to wake it up. When you're ready, give yourself a stretch, arms over your head, feet together, toes pointed, and just lengthen out. I'm going to give myself it again, a nice little hug. Thank the body for all that hard work it's done. Acknowledge and give thanks to ourselves that we gave ourselves this gift. A gift just for us, that we could take a few moments and just be here, be with ourselves. Explore our bodies with our practice. Reconnect to that beautiful breath and beautiful body. Whenever you're ready, feet on the floor, just take one arm over the head, right or left, and then just roll over onto that side. And then we're going to make our way up into a seating position. Once again, inviting the hands to heart center. Bowing the head, acknowledging the practice, acknowledging the effort, acknowledging the benefits we've brought to each other. I'd like to thank again each and every one of you so much for choosing to show up. Again, this practice for me to you is how I support my community. I feel so proud to live here. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you that show up on your mat each and every night. So at this very challenging time for each of us, let's be there for one another, supporting, assisting, and helping where we can, keeping safe, of course, at the same time. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. The light in my heart bows and honors to the same light in you. Namaste. Thanks, Judy. Thanks to you guys. Have a lovely evening. Thanks so much, everyone. Feel free to turn on your mic and say hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was great. Thanks
it was
so much.
Terrific. Well, my pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was great.
Thank you, Dan.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Thanks, Dan.
thank you so much.
Dan.
Thank
You
you.
guys take care. Bye-bye. Be well.
Bye.
Keep
Bye-bye.
safe.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Dan.